Hey class, good morning. I hope everyone is happy and healthy learning from home. Today we are going to focus on Google Docs layering and graphics. All right, we have already done this activity, so this will be a review for most of you. I'm going to ask you to share your document today. You can find my email address at the bottom of this link, it's right here. B Mitchell, that's BMITCHELL at Camden, CAMDENCSN period ORG. All right, so today we are going to be working in Google Docs. That's going to be the topic when you click on second grade, layering and graphics. I want you to watch this video. Even though underneath these words there is nothing right now, there will be once this is posted. So please click on the video to watch what is going on. All right. I'm going to model what we're doing today. You must go to the website K5 Tech. That's K5TECH period NET. And once you're at the website, you need to log in using our username and password. You should be familiar with this, but just in case, it's Pride, PRIDE 2019, and the password is the same. Make sure you make the P capital. You're holding shift, pressing the letter P, letting go of shift. Oh, nope, backwards. Holding shift, pressing the letter P, letting go of P, letting go of shift. Once you've done that, you'll finish PRIDE 2019 and log in. Please make sure it's just the P that's capital, otherwise it will not work for you. Okay, so in order to get to the website, we have to open up our new tab. We go up to the top of the screen and click on our plus. Now we can type in our website or address in our address bar, K5TECH period NET. We're going to click where it says member login, our member login icon. Now we need to type our password, which I repeated multiple times. Click on our login icon. Now that we've logged in, it will tell you that you are logged in as me. So please make sure it says this. If it does not say this, you are not logged into the website. Now we need to go to our grade, which is second grade. We click on second grade. This week's topic is going to be in Google Docs. Click on the Google Docs tab. Once this has opened up, you're going to scroll down. We're doing part one. You should be familiar with this. Okay, part one. I guess we can watch our short little video. It will do the same thing that I'm going to
Hi
model to
class, it's
you.
Mrs. Washburn. Today we are learning in Google Docs how to layer text, which is our words, and images together. So this would come in handy if, let's say, you are writing an essay or, a paragraph or two about a topic and you want to include some pictures to go along with it to help your reader understand your words better. So the example that I have up here is a fun little essay with some pictures of dogs. I have 3 pictures, and that one's even animated, which is kind of fun. And then a little guy down here on the next page. So what you are going to learn today and what you are going to practice doing is moving the pictures around in some pretty specific ways. So most of the time when we write something, we have a title, right? So this title is how to layer things in Google Docs. And then we have a picture. I like to start with a picture because I think it helps my reader understand the theme and then have my words right underneath it. So when I click anywhere that there is text or letters, the cursor shows up, which is that blinking line. When I click on a picture, that blue box appears around it with the handles. We can make it bigger or smaller using those handles like that. Or we can move it around if we have the option of all 4, which we don't because, let me just show you the next part. There are 3 options that show up when you click on a picture. So notice if I'm clicked away from it, those 3 options are not there. But when I click on it, they're there. So right now it's on something called break text. So what that means when it's on break text is that it will not get in the way of the text that we have there. When it is in break text, we can move it either from the left side to the middle or the right side, but we only have those three options there. We can move it to wherever those little red lines show up, and it will drop it there. If I click on wrap text, the paragraph kind of forms around the picture. If I make it a little smaller, we'll be able to even read it. So this paragraph, let's say that you write a great essay and you want to put some pictures into it. See how I'm able to read it and it just shows up in the middle of the text? When it's like this, you can also move it. So I could have it on the side and have the paragraph over there, and it works like that, which is kind of cool. It makes it a little bit more creative. If I click inline, this one has the least amount of options. This one means that it will be part of the line of text and it can't be like in the middle of text or on the sides or in its own space. If I was to try to move this around, I can move it to the beginning or the end of a line, but not in the middle. And it won't have its own space either. So you can see by those three options that you have some choices to make for how you want yours to look. Let me click on this next little guy, and we can play around with him too. So again, with inline, which is what it's at now, your only options are to have it like at the beginning or the end of a line. Whereas if we wrap text around it, let's say I wanted to make this little guy nice and big, that paragraph is going to go all the way around and you have to kind of read between it. Or you can try to put it over here to the side, like that. And then break text means that it's going to have its own space. You can put it in the middle or on the sides, and that's up to you. So we have all of these pictures, and my challenge is going to be for you to get all three pictures on the same page and have each one of them a different type of layering. So one of them needs to be inline, one of them needs to be wrap text, and one of them needs to be break text. But as far as how big or small they are, that is totally up to you, with the goal of getting them all on one page and not on 2 pages. And then you can choose if you want them on the left or the right or in the middle. All of that is also up to you. Okay, that is your task for today. I can't wait to see what they look like when they are complete. You may go ahead and get.
All right, so now that we've seen that short little video, thank you. I know you've all seen it before and it's very familiar. We're going to do exactly what you did. So we'll click on layering and text, part 1, the blue letters. Once we've clicked on the blue letters, we have to select the make a copy icon. Now you will wait for it to load up and it will open up the document just like we saw before. Okay, so the task for you to complete today is to have each one of the layering methods or types that we saw in the video. So the first one is going to be a different type than the second and third one. And you are also going to have to make everything fit on one page. Okay, you've done this before. Please, 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 please don't overthink it. You are very familiar with doing this because we have done lots of work in our invitations. So the first one we'll click on, we need to click on it and select it. In order to select it, you'll see your box show up with the squares around the outside of it. Click on my first image. Now that I've clicked on my first image, I have it selected. I see my box appear around it. These boxes on the outside to change the size of the image, either larger or smaller, they are called handles. The same word you will use for when you're moving your luggage or a briefcase, you will pick it up by the handles and move it. Okay? So the first one, I'm just going to keep it. Actually, I'll change it. I'm going to go with wrap text. Okay? So wrap text changes the way that the words appear around the image. All right? So wrap text is going to make the words wrap around the picture, kind of like a candy bar. So think about how candy is wrapped. The wrapper wraps all the way around the candy so it fits in it like a perfect little package. And that's what wrap text does. So now that we have that one selected, I'm going to click on this other one, this other image. For this next image, I need to choose a completely different type of layering. The layering options you can find right below the image after you click on it and select on it. So I'm going to make this picture much smaller, and I need to select a different type of layering option. Underneath the image, you'll see your icons. You can slowly drag your mouse over it to see what each type of layering is. The first one is inline, the second one, which we just chose for our other dog, was wrap text, and the third one is break text. Okay, I think I'm going to select inline. What inline does is it creates the layering to make the picture as if it is letter of ooh, another letter of the sentence. Okay, so I'm just going to move this whole image down here. I'm going to put it right here. Let's put it after the word impress. Okay, so it is just as if it was another part of text in the line. So now I've done that one, I'm going to scroll all the way down to my last image, which is huge. All right, let's make it smaller. We're going to grab our handle in the corner and we're just going to make it really tiny. That's still a little too big. I want to make it tiny because I have to make all of my pictures fit on the first page. Everything up. So here we go. It's all on the first page. Here it is. And this last one needs to be different from the first two. So for the first one, I chose wrap text. For the second picture, I chose inline. For the third picture, I need to choose break text, my third option. So I choose break text. I want to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to just put it right here so it breaks everything. All right. Now that I have all of my pictures on the same page, I have my first image with wrap text, my second image with break text, and my third image with inline. Those are all the different types of layering that we talked about, we saw in the video, and I modeled them for you. Now that I've completed it, I must share the document. You've all done this before, so I'm just going to remind you how we do it. We click on the share icon in the top corner of the page. And I need to type my email address. My email address is bmitchell at camdencsn.org. Please type my email address just like I typed it here. You don't have to worry about any capitals, but this is how it needs to be spelled. Once you've typed it in exactly like this, click the send button and you just share the document with me. In order to check, you can click on the share again and it will have my name here proving that you shared the document with me. Now that you've done that, you are completely finished. You can go back to the Google Docs page, and I believe there are extras all the way down at the bottom for you to do. Oh, no. If not, you can click on the Extras tab and go to K2 Sponge Activities, where there are a number of different fun things for you to do. But I'm sure you have other work to complete instead, so please do that. Thank you, everyone. Please have a wonderful week. I will see you next time. Thank you very much. Oh, wait a minute. We're not done yet. We need to answer this question on Google Docs. What do we call the small blue boxes we use to make a picture bigger or smaller? You will be answering this question in your notebook. Please make sure you answer it in your notebook and write down the answer for me. The question again is on Google Docs. What do we call the small blue boxes that you use to make a picture bigger and smaller? Thank you very much. Please have a wonderful week.